Do you find yourself really anxious about how you earn money? Are you worried about money constantly? Well, most of us do. It's just how the world is structured, and it's not in our favor. When I say our favor, I'm talking about the 98% of people out there who are working really hard and not feeling like they get ahead. I want to talk today about the insanity, and I hope that I'll open the door for you to see how insane our working environment is and how we earn and how you can change it. You ready to step away from insanity? Let's go. Welcome to Digital Explorers. I'm Landria Anka, founder of DigitalExplorers.net, where we create planet-friendly businesses. No, not woo-woo stuff. We're talking serious businesses. You know, I was an investment banker for 20 years. I see people online chasing money, and I realize that that's and I know that's why most of them fail. That's not a business. But let's talk about business and the insanity out there. Chasing money. You might as well have a paying job. At least somebody else is taking on the responsibility. Online isn't going to bring you that satisfaction, and that money isn't going to give you happiness. It starts with what you're doing. Now, are you going into a job where you just don't love the people? Maybe they don't treat you well. Maybe they don't value you. Or are you doing something that's destructive to the planet? Maybe people. Maybe you're doing something that includes chemicals or harmful to animals, testing, all the things that bring great pain to this planet. And anything that hurts our environment is going to hurt us. And this is why we're sick. This is why we are at a tipping point on this planet. I wrote a whole book about this. And I want to talk today about the insanity that you can step out of. What do I mean by insanity? Why are businesses allowed to ever do anything that could harm our planet, that could put any garbage into waterways, our earth, our air? How is that ever allowed? Because the people we've put in charge are making those decisions, and it's time to stop finger pointing and blaming them. And we have to look here and say, what am I supporting? What are you supporting right now? Now, I'm talking to you as a business owner, and you're probably an entrepreneur, and you're here because you're interested in becoming a business owner, or you have one that's not doing very well. Well, that's easily fixable. I have a free webinar that you can sign up for. I explain exactly why online businesses are failing. It is an impossible situation to be successful if you're just chasing money and there's no structure. And that's exactly what people do online. And so that's no better than if you go into that job that you can't stand. But let's look at that. How are we allowed to do anything that's unhealthy or destructive? Well, we have to take responsibility, because as change makers, business owners like you and I can change the entire world by making higher choices. What if you had products that were healthy for people? Maybe you had ways for people to heal themselves without going down that rabbit hole that we know most people are on. What if you were a coach, or you were even an affiliate marketer? You had training of some kind, and you learned how to do that online in a healthy, clean way, and you got excited about it. Maybe you don't even know what that is. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. We switch jobs, we switch how we earn online, and nothing's really changing. We're changing things here. If you want to step outside of the insanity, you have to make really good decisions about what you're doing, not just for the people out there on the planet, but here. Are you anxious, depressed? Are you worried all the time? Is your health going downhill? Are you taking anything to mask it? Drinking or smoking, drugs, or even if your doctor says, here, take this, you'll feel better, you'll sleep better. It's time to step away from the madness. And we are going along with it, and we're supporting the businesses that do these things that are unhealthy for us, but they can't survive unless we support them. I am not being a radical person. I'm actually doing the opposite of what most people do, and they go into conflict and blame other people. I'm telling you, you have to end the insanity by asking yourself how you're earning your money. Is it harmful at all? Then if the answer is yes, it's harming you, your children, your grandchildren, and everyone out there walking around, breathing that air, drinking that water, those precious resources that we are eating up, gobbling up in an unhealthy way. What would you like to do? It's time for you to get sane and realize that just because everybody else is doing something doesn't make it right. Go into your heart and ask yourself, what would you like to do? Maybe you've thought of doing something your whole life and you've been discouraged because you can't make money. Let's put the money aside and talk sanity. What would it take for you to have a healthy lifestyle? Are you ready to choose it? Do you even know what that is? You don't even know where to begin? Well, I have a whole platform built for somebody like you. But the insanity has to end. Now that means as a consumer, we have to end it. As long as we're supporting those businesses and we say, well, I can't have water unless I buy plastic bottles, I'm going to tell you, you're wrong about that. And there are other ways. And if there aren't ways for you to accomplish certain goals, then you have to create them. We are no longer victims. And the insanity ends right here. If you're ready to join me, I have a free webinar. We'll talk more about how you can flourish and be so proud and leave this planet one day and look back and say, oh, I created such an amazing impact and I loved doing it and other people benefited from it and everything I did just felt right. Do the right thing. I hope that you will start to take responsibility with how you're earning money. And yes, we have to put food on the table. At the expense of what? Your health, others. It's time to make some big changes. Are you ready to go with me in that new pathway? That explorer that you are, that's going to create something new and amazing? I hope to see you in that new world. A sane world that makes sense. I'll see you in the next video.